Good day, creators. Today I'd like to discuss a little more on spiritual warfare. This is like a part 2 to the spiritual warfare video. And I haven't made a video, it's been several months because I've been busy taking care of things in the 3D and quite consumed with this spiritual warfare, to be honest with you. But I got it handled. And it's pretty much over. So, organizations, groups of people, okay, come up against the star seeds, the star seed energy, because it's changing things, okay? It's causing a change in the system. People are healing. People are realizing that they need to integrate their shadow. Okay, don't be fooled by all this. It's all about the light, because it's about integrating your shadow. It's about using and balancing everything. That's what the Temperance card is in the tarot. It's about balancing your emotions between your higher self and lower self while keeping one foot in the spirit realm and one foot in the 3D, okay? And you become enlightened. And you use the angles of light, the archangels, angels, right? This is light that proceeds out of your pineal gland and allows you to become illuminated. It's an internal process that's been externalized by religion, and that's a real problem. So, getting back to the spiritual warfare, you know, I used to think that the devil energy was just like an energy that everybody carried, which they do, but I'm realizing now that it's actually an entity of consciousness. It's like a collective consciousness, just like the collective consciousness of the I am and the higher vibrations. Well, there's a lower verse of that, which is this devil energy, and it's anybody attached to that energy is part of that community, and it'll show up in the tarot like that too. And you can actually follow where the devil's energy is moving through the deck if you know, after your cards come out and you go through the deck, and you'll see where he's at, what he's doing. And so it's quite interesting. After I overcame him in my personal life, then started coming at me through other people, you know, trying to join me to the energy again somehow. Making a lot of effort, actually. So, you know, you got to keep it in perspective. You got to keep your disciples disciplined, your 12 disciplines of consciousness. You have to keep your heart light. So even though you're in this spiritual warfare, don't let it get you down, okay? Don't let it bother you, and don't be upset with these people, because forgive them, for they know not what they do, huh? Because they don't know what they're doing. If they did know what they were doing, they wouldn't do it. So, anyways, I made some changes to the matrix here a few months ago. Anybody that attacks me gets converted, right? In other words, they're forced to heal. This is their punishment for attacking me. I don't do return to senders. I don't get upset, okay? I'll just convert your ass, okay? Because I'm not playing games with you people anymore. So, and I know you're going through it. And I know some of you watch these videos because I pull tarot on all of it. And it's really interesting what it looks like after you attack me. You get a Tower, then you get the Fool card, then you get the Page of Cups, then you get the Six of Cups, inner child healing, right? Ace of Cups, self-love. And it looks the same for every single person who attacks me. So I know what the process looks like in the tarot. It's pretty wild. And of course, these people don't know what to do with themselves, you know. Well, it's time to learn good. Okay, you've already learned evil. You know that by heart. Why don't you learn some good? Why don't you learn how to help people heal? Why don't you imagine good things for people? Imagine good things for yourself. You know, most of the problems start with self-image, right? How a person views themselves. The Bible says, as a man thinketh, so is he. Well, if you thinketh you're a piece of shit, you're a piece of shit, okay? So maybe you need to think better of yourself. That's a problem with religion. You go to church, they tell you you're a wretched sinner. And if you believe it, you start acting like one. Because religion was designed to destroy your spirituality. And God is a spirit. So now, when it comes to worshiping God, okay, first of all, you need to understand what the word worship means. It means workshop, okay? Workshop God. In the Bible, it says, be ye imitators of God, little children. Well, how do you imitate God? It says God calls the unseen as though it were seen. So we're called to imitate God. We're creators. So we're called to call the unseen as though it were seen. In other words, make manifest, make vision, okay? This is how we worship God. He doesn't need your worship like that, okay? He needs you to actually do something. Workshop, right? Use your creative ability. Use your manifestation powers to manifest the kingdom of heaven on earth, right? Imagine the world healed. Imagine people in their right minds doing the right things. Okay, in the world, they try to make it to where we all got to compete against each other, and we're all in this competition, and it's dog eat dog and all this bullshit. That's not the way it really is. This is the way it's been perpetrated on us, and if you choose to believe that, well, then that's the world you live in. Okay? You should never compete against anything except for your former self if you really want to be successful. So the spiritual warfare part, you got to get your energy solidified, okay? Just the more balanced you are, the more protected your energy is. You can't be thrown off. You can't have energy, thrown at you because you're standing in your own power, okay? And this boils down to understanding who you are, what you are, and why you are. And once you understand those three things, well, you're ready for battle. So keep your vibration high. No matter what happens to you, it doesn't matter. Somebody tries to steal from you. It doesn't matter if they try to hurt you. It doesn't matter what happens. Keep your energy balanced. Keep yourself in a copacetic state. Don't fight and resist the flow of things. Just go with it. Create the vision you want. Do your part. And don't worry about the details. And don't worry about what other people are doing. Because trust me, they'll get their judgment. Okay? Matter of fact, we're in Judgment Day. A lot of people don't understand that. This is like the last several thousands of years. This is all coming to a head. This big pimple's about to pop. Okay? Judgment is being called. That's why all these witches and warlocks are going down. All these cults and covens, the government and all their shady shit. Okay? It's Judgment Day, people. And there's two meanings to judgment. Well, there's three. Judgment card can mean the truth. It can mean rebirth. And it can mean answering the call. So if your judgment doesn't include you physically dying, then at the end of that judgment energy is answering the call. So it's time to answer the call. Okay? Balance the truth in your life. Balance your energy. Anything that's not serving you, remove it. People, places, things. Get yourself in the proper state of mind to receive. Because when your vibration is low, you're going to attract low vibing shit. And that's not what you want. So, just a quick video. Have a good day.